Hi everyone! Today I want to talk about the new color revamp. It's so exciting to have all these new colors to play with, and scary too because we're losing quite a few. But they haven't done a huge color revamp in like 8 years. They've done a couple small ones, but this is a major one, and I thought I would go through it with you and let you know what's coming so you also can know what's going. And if you have some colors that you love, you want to jump on those fast because they tend to sell out fast. But you're going to see some returning colors from past InColors and all kinds of fun things. And I also want to talk about the new stamp pads. They are really fun. They do fit the color caddy, but just not as snugly as the old ones. They stack nicer. The old ones had these little kind of feet, so they kind of moved around, whereas the new one doesn't. They're more flat, except for these tiny little nubs that fit inside of each other, so they stack nicely, take up less space, and they open different. I don't know if you've ever been at a class or a stamp camp or working in your own room and you open it up and the lid comes off and then you're trying to figure out how to put it back together, and then there's that whole slide and twist and turn. The new ones open more like a compact. So they open right here with this little lip, and you open them just like a kind of like a compact, which is really simple, and everybody can figure that out. And there's some new stickers I want to show you that are really cool. So in the past we've had these little label stickers where you can just peel it and put it right here on the front, so when it's all stacked up nicely on your wall, or however you stack yours, I have mine in a color caddy, you can see what color it is. But look what else they've done for us. There's another little sticker right here at the bottom that doesn't have anything on it, and it goes right here on your ink pad, so that if you've got several colors out, especially those deep colors, they all tend to look dark, you know that this one is Blueberry Bushel, a new InColor. And you know what else is an odd one are those yellows, because they tend to look orange, so then this way you know that this is Pineapple Punch. So these are new names, right? Blueberry Bushel is a new InColor. Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, Lovely Lipstick, and Grapefruit Grove, all new InColors. Really fun. So I have been working on these little color swatches all morning, and I thought I would take a break because it's a lot of hole punching and labeling and all of that. If you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, then you have available to you a bunch of files to download on the demonstrator website. These are great files. They talked about these at OnStage, so if you didn't go to OnStage, you might not know that they're there. But go check them out. It has color combinations for every Stampin' Up! Color, InColors and core colors. And you can find some really fun and beautiful color combinations. And there are some blank ones too, so you can create your own favorites and label those. And I can't decide what I'm going to do with these yet. I printed out some for my team, and I can't decide if I want to cut them apart and put them in a binder of some sort or a ring like this. I'm not sure. They also have a file with this. This is the names of all of our Stampin' Up! Colors, core and InColors, and I printed them out onto these labels and stuck them right here on all the colors, so you don't have to go and create your own file for this. This is all on the demonstrator website, and team, you're going to be getting this, so you don't have to print them out. Okay, so let's go through the colors. They have taken out Basic Black, Whisper White, and Very Vanilla from the Neutrals collection. That's great, because then what happens is we get 3 more colors in our neutrals. And they're calling these basics, which is what they are, right? So that's the basics. And then the Neutrals collection now has a couple of colors in it. Let's talk about those. So I kind of feel like, well, a neutral is not a color, but it can be. And think about, you know, sometimes you see some trim on a house that's painted in a color. It tends to be kind of a Merlot or these nice little accents. And so they can go in the neutrals, and they work really nice. This one is a new one. It's called Merry Merlot. Here's one you recognize: Early Espresso, Soft Suede, Crumb Cake, and Sahara Sand. This is a new one. It's hard to see on the film. I'm going to put it really close to the smoky slate. This is called Gray Granite, and it has a more earthy gray to it. It has a little bit of browns. So it's different than the smoky slate, which is right here next to it. So this is smoky slate, which you're used to. Basic gray you're used to. Mossy Meadow is a returning InColor from before, which I loved and hung on to, so I'm really happy that I did. Mossy Meadow and the Night of Navy. Let's move on to the brights. Now, this is not Real Red. It's Poppy Parade, another one that came back from before. And I loved it and I kept it, so I'm really happy that I did pretty well with what I kept. Poppy Parade, Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo. This one's called Mango Melody, totally new. Flirty Flamingo is actually a retiring InColor that's retiring right now, so you might have that one. Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana. This is a returning InColor that was wildly popular, and that's back. Bermuda Bay. This one is, whoops, I wanted Pacific Point first. Pacific Point. And then here is another brand new one called Gorgeous Grape. There's been a kind of a cry for some purples, and they did give us a lot of purples. We lost a lot of blues, though. I love blues. Okay, those were the brights. Here are the subtles. We've got Blushing Bride, you're all familiar with. Calypso Coral, but here's a new one. It's Petal Pink. Let me put it next to the Blushing Bride. See, now Blushing Bride you thought was a little peachy, but now when you put it next to Petal Pink, you see how different they are. Okay. And then we've got So Saffron. Here's a brand new one called Soft Seafoam. Very pale, but very pretty. Pear Pizzazz. You know this one. Mint Macaron. Returning InColor. Pool Party. Balmy Blue. It's a nice blue. And here's a brand new one called Highland Heather. Very pretty. And then we have our Regals. And Real Red has been moved to the Regal side. And it does look really regal when you put it with these colors. So this is Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Garden Green, Shaded Spruce, brand new color, Blackberry Bliss, a returning InColor. It was here at the same time as that Mossy Meadow, and this one was wildly popular too, so people are going to like seeing this again. And then Rich Razzleberry. And those are the Regals. And then our InColors, we've got the ones that are still here currently. We've got the Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, Tranquil Tide, Berry Burst, and Fresh Fig. And then we're adding, in June, Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. I like this blue because it's a true blue. It's nice. I kind of maybe wish it would be a core color because although I like Pacific Point. Hard to say. So you're going to put all these colors out together and see what you think. I think that there's some really great combinations out there. If you would like the file for the color combinations and you're not a demonstrator, this file here that has all these cards, I'm not going to print them all out for you like I did for my team, but I'd be happy to send you this file. There's some really great color combinations on there. I spent a lot of money at Office Depot the other day printing, and while that's fun, you know, at some point I had to stop myself. So I printed a ton of these, and it was fun because the person who worked at Office Depot said, "Oh, are those the new Stampin' Up colors?" And it doesn't say Stampin' Up. Oh, it does, kind of really small here, but she saw it right away. So she was a stamping person, which was really fun. I said, "Yes, they are," and she was looking at them. So it's nice to meet another stamping crazy person. So anyway, here are the fun little color things that I'm working on today. And what I did is I cut a piece of cardstock at 4 1/4 down the center, and then into 6. I believe I got 6. No, I got 8 out of one sheet. So I was able to cut it at 4 1/4 down the middle, and then 8 1/4, 5 1/2, and 2 3/4 on those long ones. So then you get 8 rectangles out of each sheet of cardstock, so I can make all of these little samplers for my team. And the labels just go right at the bottom, little hole at the top, and these little rings I also picked up when I was at Office Depot. And it's a nice fun little project, and it's nice to be able to kind of look at the colors and make your own combinations. And I can't decide if I'm going to put these kind of in a rainbow order, color family order, or what I'm going to do. Right now I've got them in color families, but I may play around with that and put them in more of a color rainbowy type pattern. Anyway, so if you would like the files for this, let me know, or the files for this if you're going to make your own sampler. And if you have any questions about the color revamp or want to see any next to each other, maybe you want to see Grapefruit Grove next to Mango Melody, I don't know, there's some really fun combinations out there. Let me know what you think of the new colors. Thanks for watching. Bye.